Hello and happy Friday. My name is Raulf. I'm the founder of Boulder SEO Marketing. So in today's Friday SEO tip, I want to talk about a question that we get more and more often asked. So I want to answer that question as good as I can. It's a pretty complex question with a more complex answer. So I try to keep this as straightforward as possible. All right, so we get asked more and more, hey, how do you ensure that we are showing up in these AI overviews, these AI generated piece of content that now show up for search terms such as when is the best time to hike Mount Kilimanjaro, right? Google will more and more often generate these AI overviews in the not so distant future. This will be called AI mode. So the question is, how do we get cited as a trusted website as part of Google showing these AI overviews? So I want to explain this in the simplest way. It's a bit of a complex process, so I'll keep it as straightforward as possible, the way I can explain it. All right. Also, as part of trying to get websites to be included in an AI overview, we are in the final processes of launching a new service that focuses specifically on trying to get websites to show up in these AI overviews and also in generative engine tools such as ChatGPT or GPT search. So if we do the same search, when is the best time to hike Kilimanjaro on GPT search or ChatGPT, again, right, more and more people are using these generative AI tools, and we want to make sure that we get listed as a trusted resource when these tools show the content. So this is what this Friday SEO tip is all about. And then I'm going to talk more about the new service that we are launching because there is more and more demand for websites wanting to be listed in these AI overviews and obviously in these generative AI tools such as ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, etc. All right. So the most or one of the most important things that Google and also these generative AI tools such as ChatGPT, etc., are determining before they show a website as part of their AI overview content is how well known is the website already or the person publishing the content. All right. So in the SEO world, we are calling that what is the EEAT of the person publishing the content. As always, I'm going to share the links in the description field of the YouTube video right below. So I highly recommend take a look at the search quality radar guidelines and overview. This piece of content is published by Google. It's a long piece of content. I read the whole thing. I need to make sure I understand how search works. What I want to bring your attention to is page 24. Step 3, determining the rating. So here, this document talks about that the raters that take a look at the search results, they must consider EEAT. Okay, what is the experience of the content creator? What is the expertise, the authoritativeness, the trustworthiness? Before Google and these other Gen AI tools are gonna show content at the top in their search engines, they will take a look at the EEAT status of the person publishing the content. Let me show you an example, which then at the end leads me to the new service that we're gonna initially offer to our existing customers, and then in the not so distant future to new customers out there. All right, so if we do an incognito search for the search term international AI and SEO expert, I frequently use this example, right? There's probably many people out there that are in AI and SEO. They would like to be listed in the AI overview in relation to this search term. All right. As you can see here, I've been doing this for a long time. I got into AI and SEO at the very beginning, right after ChatGPT was launched back in November of 2022. So I started to establish myself as an expert in AI and SEO. As you can see here, my personal website is listed as the #1 resource. If you scroll down here, examples of international AI and SEO experts, boom, right there. I'm the #1 listed person, outranking potentially much better known people such as Neil Patel. Brian Dean is a big figure in the space as well. Aleda Solis as well. All these people that are listed here, they have earned their rankings here, right? So how is this possible that I am showing up at the very top for this, very interesting keyword? All right. So if you do a search for my name, and by the way, do this occasionally. Do a search for your name and see what's showing up. So up here, the link to my personal website, the chrisraulf.com website, very active on LinkedIn. So Google shows my LinkedIn profile. I'm the founder of Boulder SEO Marketing. So that's the link to my bio page. Then videos of recent speaking engagements, photos of me, my YouTube channel, and check this out. This is featured.com. All right. This is the new service that we're going to offer to initially our existing customers, but also to new customers. This is an incredible tool to help build somebody's EEAT score. This is not rocket science, but it's definitely a little bit of work. It takes, a few tweaks here and there to get this done. But this is a service that we're going to offer to first existing clients and then new customers to help build their EEAT score. Let me come back here. So this is the platform, and I'm going to quickly walk you through how we use this platform, or actually only a part of this platform, to boost the EEAT score of me as an international AI and SEO expert. All right, so this platform is a great place where if you're a publisher, you can find people that can contribute to a roundup, to an interesting question that you have out there, right? So my team visits this platform on a daily basis to see what kind of questions are being asked by, for example, Amazon, right? They can publish a question here and then get the attention of people like me who would like to answer these questions to eventually get published in a roundup on the Amazon website. I'll show you an example in a second here. All right, so my team, we filter these questions. We take a look at what are good questions for me to answer that will eventually get me published on websites that ultimately will help boost my EEAT score. All right, so as you can see here, we have submitted a lot of answers to a lot of websites here, which obviously is time consuming, but well worth the effort, because if you get published or selected, check this out. So we got selected for me to get published in these websites. We'll be notified when this roundup will be published. And then here are the roundups that I have been published in recently. As you can see here, a lot of these websites have picked up my contribution. In this case, this is a very high domain authority website, Marketer Magazine. This is the roundup that I contributed to that picked up my contribution. As you can see here, here's my answer. And I'm published on this website. Check this out. This is an active link to my LinkedIn. And this is an active link to our homepage, the Boulder SEO Marketing homepage. And check this out. Whenever I get published in one of these roundups, Google will associate my contribution with this title, right? So I very strategically use titles that I know I want to rank for at the top in Google, or get included in the AI overview. All right. So this is a bit of a process to manage, to identify what websites are available to potentially get into. It is definitely a manual process. It takes time, but we've been testing this for, I would say, the last 6 months. And it is working incredibly well to boost somebody's EEAT score, which then in return makes it easier for that person to write content that will then get listed in these AI overviews and in generative AI tools such as ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity. This tool has a nice analytics section. So, if you end up using our services to help you build your EEAT score, it's very straightforward. You always get up-to-date information. All right. If you want to learn more, actually, let me quickly tell you about one critical component of the EEAT building project, is that we're going to set up a virtual you. Basically, we're creating a micro language model. In this case, my team has access to virtual Chris. So I'm showing you here, I ask this virtual Chris tool, what am I known for, right? I didn't have to say, what is Chris Raulf known for? So we have fed this tool already with a transcript of calls that I've made, speaking engagements, etc., etc. So we built a closed environment where this micro language model feeds on. So in relation to this search here, what am I known for? It knows who I am, what I'm known for. I developed the micro SEO strategies methodology. It really knows me better, nearly better than I know myself. So this is where my team goes to when they identify questions in featured, and they can actually, instead of coming to me and having me answer those questions, they will use the virtual Chris that provides an answer that's probably better than what I would provide, so that we can get published in all of these publications here. And in return, it's creating backlinks and it's boosting my EEAT score, so that ultimately my content or the content that I'm associated with is getting listed in these AI overviews. All right. So let me quickly talk about generative engine optimization. There's a lot more to what I'm discussing here. I highly recommend that you watch part of a webinar that Daniel Burns, my business partner and our COO, and I presented on AI and SEO. There's a method to the madness to what's called generative engine optimization. In the clip here, which I'm going to share right below in the description field of the YouTube video, Daniel is going to walk through our GEO methodology, what we are currently developing, what we're currently doing to get content to not only rank in Google and in these AI overviews, but also in generative AI tools such as ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity. So there's a lot to it. I know this is a little bit of a longer Friday SEO tip, but it's a pretty complex methodology. I hope at least what I explained here makes sense. If you're interested in boosting your EEAT score, getting yourself ranked in these AI overviews, getting your content to show up in AI overviews or generative engine tools such as ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, please do not hesitate to reach out. Again, Chris Raulf here, international AI and SEO expert. As always, stay safe and healthy, and please do not hesitate to reach out with any questions you may have. Thank you. Bye.